Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man. Proudly presents, you know what it is. It is another episode of The Corner. How you doing? And while you were coming in, my camera just decided that it wanted to mess up again. We'll get this taken care of. Don't worry about it. We'll definitely get this going, man. Sorry about that. This camera just wants to do its own thing. So give me just a second here to get it going. Let's see here. It was crazy how I just decided that it wanted to do its own thing. I'm back. It's crazy how this thing just kind of switches around. So give me a minute. We're going to actually get this set up in just a second. Cam link. Just bear with me here. Technical difficulties, but we're going to get it straightened out. Don't worry about it. We always got a backup plan anytime something like this happens anyway, so we'll get it going. Don't worry about it. Technical difficulties as always, but we are still basically here. Don't get me wrong, because we're gonna dive into this one. This one is worth the discussion, so bear with me just a moment. Here we go. Had to switch cameras, had to go to like plan B, but the show must continue. Always have a plan B. There's a plan A, but then there's a plan B. So we always got to go to plan B. Whenever, the computer decides or the camera decides it wants to screw up, we got to always go to plan B. And this is where we are right now. We are in plan B mode. So I'm glad to have you guys here with us. Again, a lot to kind of unpack about this because we did get Miles. I just started there. We got Miles first. Okay? So we did get Miles. So I guess that's good. We got Miles. You know what I mean? Like, we did get Miles. 2099. Miguel is going to be a totally different discussion. And we will get there. But we did get Miles into the Spider-Verse, across the Spider-Verse. Miles Morales, Miguel 2099. I don't know. We'll talk about it. I am excited about Miles, though. I'm definitely excited about Miles. And I think I can sort of make an argument for 2099 too. I think I can kind of make an argument for it and why they chose to go that route. And we'll jump into it. We'll definitely get to that discussion. But first, if you're here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you come in and just give us some love. Show us some love. That's all it's about. Show us some love. Show me some love here with this channel. We try to put the best in content, all the details, everything that we actually did. So again, so glad to have you guys here with us as we have this discussion. So let's see who we basically got in here with us today. Who's in here with me, man? We got Force Unleashed. We got Smoke 'em if you got 'em in the building. Thank you for being here, bro. We got Tony Reeves, another glorious day in the court. That's what I'm talking about. We got MB Dyson, Dell AJ West. We got the Collector in the building. Future Freeze, Bob Dylan. We got who else? We got FBJ. Let me see here. Jonathan King is in the building. Mary Sullivan. We got Eddie Rodriguez, AJ Agrusa. We got Spice Runner in the building. We got Comics. So we got a couple people basically that's in here. We got Peyton 23. So glad to have you here with us, man. Okay. So let's bring this up first. Let's bring this up first. I want to bring this up first. Again, 32 people here, more piling in. Make sure you hit that like button on your way in here. If you like the content, if you like what we basically give you, make sure that you support the channel as always, because I try to bring you great content over here, a great personality, good vibe all day. Yeah, let's go, man. So I'm gonna bring this up real quick. So let's look at something. All right, let's let's just look at something real quick, and we'll take it from here. That's that's the only way I know how to kind of dive into this one here, right? So we always want to keep it as positive as possible. I know a lot of people have their say so. So let's look at this, right? So we have Miles. Miles looks great. That figure looks great. We have Gwen. That figure looks great. Now you see that she's going to come with Chuck Taylors now, new Chucks. Or I don't want to call them Chuck Taylors. I call them, let's just call them generic. We call those generics. Because they're not Chuck Taylors, so we already know how that goes. But the figure still looks good. The suit looks good. They haven't basically given us the teaser for that yet, but we will get it. You see Miles, all is good. $20.99. Do we have price? Let me know, everybody out there. Do we have a price point for this yet? Is there a price point for this piece yet? If it is, let me know. Please let me know. Is there a price point for this yet? I'm just wondering, because I want to know if y'all, because I haven't looked at the size yet. I haven't had the time. But is there a price point for this yet? No price point yet. Okay, no price point. Okay, let's just, all right. So I want to let's get this out the way first. I'm going to just go straight in, and we're going to get Miguel out the way first. We're going to get Miguel Herrera out the way first, because I think it's something that we have to do. I want to get that out the way, because I think if we do, then we can actually focus on the positive, that is Miles and everything else that we actually have. So let's just get Miguel out the way. So I tried to look at this I tried to find a positive from this. I'm going to find a few positives from this, all right? If I can. All right, now, these positives, I want to basically preface it this way, are in no way, shape, or form me trying to persuade anybody in getting this, because I'm not saying it. I'm trying to find positives. I'm just going to tell you all the fact. I'm not getting this piece. I'm not getting this figure. I will not get it. I will not have it. I'm just letting you know right now. I just want to preface it that way. I will not have this piece in hand. It just doesn't work for me. Okay? But I'm going to talk about it here. All right. So with that basically being said, we have the $29.99 1/6 scale figure. I will not be getting this piece. I have the preference of that. I have a $20.99 already from the EGM game, and it looks 10 times better than whatever this abomination in a sense is. But I want to kind of see if I can defend it and find a reason why. Okay. So it is a totally different body, I know. Now, even if you watch the film, it's not as proportionate, even in the film. Like from what we see from a lot of the trailers, a lot of the stills, his body out of proportion. He has a bigger upper half, a smaller lower half. Now, as far as the head sculpt, they kept it comic accurate. They kept it not comic accurate, but they kept it true to the animated series. Rolling eyes technology, they're using a pose with this, which is kind of unique, I guess. But I mean, as far as the head sculpt, listen, I can give them a solid for that. Solid. As far as the animated interpretation, I think they did a good job with it. Okay, I'm giving them that. I'll give them that. That's as far as I'll go. I'll give them. Okay, so this is what I'll find in it. The head sculpt is okay when it comes to this piece, right? And I'm just giving it the head sculpt. and I'm going to bring that up here really quick. So if we look at it, the head sculpt is okay. It's okay. You get the, again, rolling eyes with that chart. Okay. Here's the thing, and I'm going to touch on this later on tonight. Tune in to, say what, and we'll kind of dive in a little bit more. So we see that with the right lighting, there are instructions with this figure. So I'm guessing that they're going to have like a certain light that's reflective. And I don't know if it's going to come with this piece or not, but you'll be able to actually see how this piece looks. Or the reflective embroidery on the actual figure. I guess they want you to have really, really luminous, type of effect or reflective type of option that you get with the figure. Again, if you look at the body, I don't think I'm trying to find a way to say this. Like, if it would make sense. Y'all can even help me out, right? So the body itself, all right, if I'm looking at the body, right? Maybe they couldn't find a way to, they couldn't give us, or okay, listen, hot toys, I'm just going to say it like this. You can't take the cheap way out. You can't. As much money as we basically put into your products, you can afford to create a body that, that's interpretive, that it looks good, it's not unsightly. This right here is a step down. I can't make excuses for it. And I'm not trying to basically get up here and bash, but you can't make excuses for the simple fact that this is a step down from what we're used to. And in my opinion, if this figure is over $200, which it will be, if this is even under a third party. And third party figures deserve to be over 200, but yet we're getting them at decent price. This right here, if this is over $200, literally, the joints, they're highly visible. Like, this is literally unsightly, and I want to try to find, and I've been trying to find positive with this piece. I mean, yes, it does come with, some accessories. I like the attempt, like how it looks. As far as costume, we can see that on film is probably going to be pretty good. But there's no excuse for this. I'm sorry, there's not. There's no excuse to this. Mind you, I am so excited and I'm so happy that I actually have Spider-Man 2099 and the GTA game, Spider-Man game itself. So I'm happy about it. I already have an interpretation, and however you do it, it might even work pairing it up with Miles and Gwen, because that version doesn't have an actual headset. So I'll just say that right off the top. Man, like I just and I'm coming to this. I'm coming, with this, with sincerity. I'm just being really serious here. I think it's a step down. I don't think that quality is cheap, and I don't think that this is something that they should have released. I think they should have thought it. Now, marketing wise, they might actually have a market for a figure like this over there. But depending on the actual price of this figure, like, in my opinion, I think it's a slap in the face. I think it is. If they go any higher than $200 for this piece, and I'm being completely honest, and they're going to do it. We already know that it's going to be more than 200. We got certain effects that come with this piece. They're going to do it. We already know that. But is it worth it? In my opinion, it's not. This is definitely a step down. This is definitely a figure that I won't have in my collection, regardless. I mean, it's interpretive, but I think that they could have gave us a totally different body. Which would be interesting. They could give us a different body type. and not make it look like a Legends mechanical type figure. It's just a Delta figure. Like this is basically what it is. No ifs, ands, buts about it. And there's a lot of feedback. I'm trying to basically, I'm trying to be as constructive as I can. When I look at this, it looks okay. I mean, with the cape, that little piece they actually have, that looks okay. With the weather, but still, I can't get past the joint. Can't. There's no way to get past that. There's no way to look beyond that. Yeah, this should be a Ramondo figure. Yeah, might be, might be my speakers. But this audio is muffled. I don't know. Let me ask you a question. Can you guys hear me? Is the audio muffled? Can you hear me out there? Do I sound okay? Do I sound all right? Are you hearing me clear? Am I clear? Am I clear? Is the audio muffled? Muffled a bit? Let's see. How about this? Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me stop the music for a little bit. Let's see how we are, man. Let me see. Let me see. How do I sound now? Is it still muffled? Is it still going out? Still going out? Great now? Okay. Super good. Okay. Okay. Thumbs up. So basically what it might have been was the audio with the music. That could have been basically the way it is. So again, all right, we're good now. We're straight. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. So here's my thing. To each their own. To anybody who basically wants to get this piece, go ahead and do it. In my opinion, I think it's a waste. I'm just being 100%. It's not a good, it's not good. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I really wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. And I'm just being completely honest. Do I still sound good? I switched the music. I brought something else in. Do I sound good? All right, good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. So I wouldn't do it. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. If you like it, if it's for you, go ahead and get it. And me, in my opinion, yeah, no, no, no. It's a waste of time. And for us as consumers, as much money as we put in to this product, as much money as we put in to Hot Toys and these figures, I don't think that this is a win. This right here isn't a win. In my opinion, it's not a win. It's a huge fail. Hot Toys, you need to go back to the drawing board. I hope you're listening and give us something else because this ain't it. This definitely ain't it. So I don't want to spend too much time on it. It's up to you guys. If you like it, go ahead, dive in. Again, I digress. I move back. I'm just going to actually go into something totally different. Now, let's talk about this. Let's talk about Miles. Okay? Let's talk about Miles Morales. Let's talk about this figure right here. We are talking about the Miles Morales from Across the Spider-Verse. Now, this, in my opinion, is a win. This is a win. All across the board, this is a win. I loved the original. I did. I have the first version. I love it. I love it. I love the figure. It was figure of the year for me, and it will still be. It's ranked. That figure, like the original Into the Spider-Verse figure for me, is ranked top 5 of all time. Like literally top 5 of all time figures. One on my top 5 list for that year, it was figure of the year, in my opinion. This piece, I mean, I'm just looking at it from this standpoint right here. You get a triple fat Goose Anybody who's from Brooklyn, New York, Queens, anywhere, like no matter where you are, you get a triple fat goose right here, bro. This is what you get. And you get a jean suit with the hoodie. You get a more mature looking version of Miles. As a matter of fact, this version looks like brother cousin. This looks like Jay. This looks like Jay stepped outside of his crib in his teenage years. And he's on his way over to his girlfriend's crib. And he's about to first stop off the store, get him a bottle of baby oil. And he's on his way. This looks like Jay. I'm going to call this Jay Morales from now on. This figure right here is Jay Morales from now on. That's what it is. Jay Morales. This figure looks just like brother cousin. This is Jay. As a matter of fact, I want y'all to bomb. This is what I want y'all to do, right? I want y'all to hashtag and bomb Jay. This is Jay Morales. It's not Miles. It's Jay Morales. That's what this is. This looks like Jay, an animated version of Jay. Jay Morales. Hashtag Jay Morales. Brother Cousins Morales. Jay Morales. That's who this is. But no, listen, no, literally, in all seriousness, this piece is amazing. It is. Now, here's the thing, and we see this yet again. They are using the same damn shoes that they used with the other figures. So again, right now, if you are planning on picking this up, you might want to do yourself a favor and cop you some third-party Jordans and J's and not go with these what are those. I have an extra pair, so I'm excited about that. I got 2 pairs the last time. I have one on this particular figure. I'll use the other pair for this one because it matches and it will look good. Yeah. Yeah, get rid of those. But besides that, this figure looks good. This looks great because it looks like they are using, and they're smart because they're giving us exactly what they did not give us the last time. Special edition accessory, which is the masked face, the masked expression, which you can see where the material matches the suit. So it's not that plastic piece that we got with the last suit. It's totally different, and I think that bodes well. This looks great. This, let me get past that. This looks it. Look at this. This right here, yo. I don't know what it is when it comes to Miles and when it comes to like their diorama pieces, they knock it out of the park. They nail it. They nail it. They nail it. You see basically we're here with the villain spot. Like, yo, come on, man. That right there, I can see Bob Dylan doing some crazy shit with this. Like this right here is just, it is what it is. It's infinite. This is incredible. This right here is incredible. It definitely is. It definitely is. It's something that you want to have. Yeah, see, Calvin, me too, bro. Already got a pair in hand, so I'm not really worried about it. Hey, yo, Corey, they said the body was brand new. Yeah, if it is, that's what's up. This is a win. I guess my thing is, I don't understand how we're getting a win with a piece like this, right? So this is an automatic win, and we know this. We're getting a win with this, and they put all their emphasis on this, but then they drop the ball with Miguel. Gwen looks good, and I'm pretty sure that piece is going to look good. The head sculpt on that piece is going to look good as well. We'll get that soon. But they dropped the ball on Miguel, and I don't get that. I don't understand. This right here is phenomenal. Everything that I'm seeing right here is incredible. I mean, you see that level of maturity with the head sculpt. I mean, it's Miles all the way. Look, no joints. You don't have to worry about unsightly joints. New body. This looks good. This looks good. This looks phenomenal. This is great. And this is going to be another figure to add in as figure of the year. They nail it with this figure. But they dropped the ball on that Miles, on that Miguel. This looks incredible. Look at this. Look at that. Love it. Special edition accessory with the head sculpt again that they put on it. They're making sure that they emphasize that this is a special edition. So there's going to be a special edition, and I guess there's going to be a regular version. So of course they already know that people are going to go for that special edition. That's just a no-brainer. But this translucent fabric with metallic underlayer, yes. Yeah. Yes. This looks great. This looks great. It looks great. Look at this. Young Jay. This looks just like Jay Morales. This is Jay. It's not brother cousins. It's Jay. Jay Morales. This looks great. You get the Brooklyn jersey. If you basically already have those Jays, then you're good. If you have the Jays, you're good. If you can get your hands on a pair of third-party Jays, you're good. Get rid of those. What are those? Because this looks good. Look at that. This looks phenomenal, man. That Brooklyn jersey, the jean suit. Come on, man. Like it don't get any better than this. This looks phenomenal. This looks phenomenal. Love it. Love it. I love it. Look at that. And you get a triple fat goose. Come on, man. I still have mine. Like, come on. Yes. 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 I mean, what can I say? I mean, I can't. They nailed it with this. This is definitely worth it. This piece right here is worth it. If you missed out on the first version, if you don't already have it, I think you can still get your hands on it. But this would definitely be the one to get. This would a more mature version. If you have the first one, you can get this as a more. Here's the thing: like a lot of people got two of them. I did too, but you didn't really have to. You could have got one and waited for this particular version because you get a companion piece. You get a chance to see the progression going forward. Yeah, Harlem Eaton. You already know, man. Hey, yo, bro. Yeah, we definitely don't talk about. Hey, yo, we don't talk about Miguel, and that's sad that we don't talk about that. We don't have that conversation. No, I ain't even twice. I'm not even looking at the 2099. I can't. I tried to make an argument for it, and I couldn't even against my own self. They dropped the ball. They definitely dropped the ball. So you get and with this figure, you also get these separate eye rolling, the rolling eyeballs. So you get this with this as well. I'm wondering, okay, because we see the seams around the head, around the hair. So I'm guessing again, this is going to be a removable head sculpt or a removable hair piece that you can replace with something else. I'm guessing. Oh no, but this looks good. This definitely looks good. I can't front on that. It looks good. It definitely looks like a good piece. Look at that. Nice. Nice. You get the spider sense. I hope they add that with that because that looks good. And this is the diorama piece that comes with it. And I hope they give us. Here's the thing: what they dropped the ball on the last time is that they didn't give us villains. I wish they would have basically gave us, Kingpin. I wish they would have gave us the Doc Ock. I wish they would have gave us the Tombstone. I wish they would have basically gave us, the Scorpion. If they would have gave us all of those figures, all the villains, even, they didn't give us his uncle. Like it just, they missed out on villains. They need to give us more villains. I hope they do. I hope they do. I hope they give us villains because it would make sense. But this looks good. That looks good. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. It definitely looks good. Yep, still missing Spider B Parker. What up, Safel? So glad to have you here. Kingpin would have had to have been like 2099. You know what? But you know what? 1/6 though, I would have accepted that figure if it was a power pose. If they would have just gave us a straight up power pose, I'd have been okay with it. I'd have been fine, to be quite honest. They didn't have to give us anything else. If they just gave us a power pose with that figure, just the presence alone would have been on point. Just I would have, and that's the one figure I would have accepted a power pose on is that Kingpin. Because I think that would have made the most sense. If they would have did that, I think they would have killed it. But they need to give us more villains with this line. Yep, I would have bought it. I definitely would have bought it. Yeah, if they would have did the power pose, I'd have been all in. Peter B. Yeah, Peter B. Like, here's the thing, because we know that Peter B. Parker in this film has twins. He has 2 kids. So, who knows if they might give us that figure if he actually has a presence in this. I know that the Noir is not in this, but everything else, yeah. Yeah, Ren Valentino, Kingpin power pose with 2 different expressions. Yeah, that would have been dope. That would have definitely been dope. It would have been worth it. It would have been dope. It would have been dope. It would definitely been dope. It would have. I'd have been cool with it. Look at that. Man, I love this. I love it. I love it. Okay, because I love the suit anyway, so that doesn't really matter. But I love the accessories. I love the simple fact that we're getting a fully tailored Miles, jean suit jacket, new head sculpt, more mature head sculpt. He comes with a book or a magazine, assortment of eyes. But the price of admission for me is that diorama base. That diorama base is phenomenal. Like, literally, it is phenomenal. I love it. I love everything about it. I love everything about it. So you get this version, and then also the special edition, you get this. So, and you also definitely get the tingle. You get the spider sense. So you get that. Those shoes, though, would never see the light of day. Those are going right back in the box, and I'll replace those with the J's that I have. Those shoes would never see light of the day. Nope. I want to go over here to something really quick. We got how many people actually out there? We got 55 people out there. Make sure you hit that like button. Appreciate you for being here. It's an episode of The Corner, so we kind of go over a little bit. But I want to go to something because I want to look at that Gwen really quick. Now, get 2099 out of your head. We're going to go to Gwen. Let's look at Gwen. So I'm just focusing on, I'm not focusing on 2099. I'm focusing on Miles and Gwen. So again, that Gwen, I don't know when they're going to release that. Probably closer to next week. I think next week they'll probably drop Gwen. They wanted to save one for the film. So since the film drops next week, they'll probably drop Gwen. So I think, the only thing that I will say about Gwen, and I said this before, is that plastic head sculpt, they need to get rid of it. Like, the plastic hood. They could tailor a really decent hood on this figure, and I think it would look good, but they just choose not to. And I don't understand why they don't. Like, it just makes so much more sense. I don't like the plastic piece. And on top of that, there's not a lot of articulation within the neck. So I think I don't know. We'll see. But when you're looking at all of this, you see Miles, you see Gwen, and you look at that 2099, and it doesn't fit. It looks awkward. Like, it looks completely awkward. It looks like it doesn't belong. It looks like a figure that does not belong in this collection. Like, literally, it doesn't. Yeah, you got those foo-foo ones on. Yeah. If Gwen gets moving eyes as well, she is going to be a top tier. Yeah, definitely she will. Gwen got the Chuck Taylors on. Well, she got the Chuck Toolers, man. They ain't the Taylors. She got something else on. It's like he's from another dimension. Yeah, bro, Bob Dylan, that's what I'm feeling, bro. Like, he's not. It doesn't make sense to have this character. Like, this figure does not look good here. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, the Mondoverse, definitely. They missed the chance to give her clothes last time. I hope they don't do it again. Yeah, I know. We'll see. I hope they give us something. Give us something totally different. Remember, like in this film, I think in the previews they showed her with a ponytail. So we'll see how that is. Town. Yeah. I bet it makes sense once we see the movie. Probably. It just doesn't make sense for me to purchase it. That's the only thing I can say, man. I don't I just don't like it. I don't like it. I really, really, really don't. I think and the only thing that I can actually say that, you know, damn Hot Toys don't want to cover the night fees threw on some bootlegs from the local corner store. Yeah, they did, bro. Straight up. Yeah, they did. They got these Jones from Pickway. They didn't, yeah. Mm-mm, yeah. The only thing that I can say about that body is the reason probably the choice was because of the simple fact that, again, it could have been articulation. Maybe it does. Maybe they're explaining it in the film. Maybe it's because the body is out of proportion. But even still, with all that said, nah, I'm good. Yeah, yeah, nah. I'm passing on this one. What's going on? What's going on, Irene? How you doing? Um, Riz Donatello. I think there's a different universe where Hot Toys revealed a suited material 2099, and then Miles and Gwen have exposed joints. Possibly. I wouldn't. I wouldn't put it past, man. I don't. I just, in my mind, I don't understand this. This doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. Not even Nike outlets carrying what Miles got. Definitely, bro. Yo, I, I don't know. I don't know where they're going with it, but it is what it is. I am definitely happy about Gwen. I'm happy about Miles. I'm definitely happy about this diorama base. This looks good. Look at that. Look at that. This looks good. This definitely looks good. And it looks like a portal. So it looks like basically what Miles is on and what he's around is a portal. So you can basically see in and out of the actual portal itself. Spot. They need to basically bring that figure in, and not play around with it. But it looks good. It looks good. It looks good. We're going to go more into detail on this tonight. Let me see here. Let me see here. What's going on? Yeah, Kid Carter, I just don't see it as must have. He'll be a great bargain bin pickup. A lot of us thought, yeah, definitely this is where I'm at, man. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Miles is still readily available. So, yeah, yeah, okay. He's still there. So that's what I'm saying. This is going to be around for a while. Yeah, it is. So, we'll see it. I mean, again, like, you'll still readily be able to actually get this piece. Not something I think you have to go ahead and pre-order right off the bat unless you want that accessory, the additional accessory, but it still looks good. This this and Gwen are the best coming from this film. That 2099, it just lost the plot. And I don't know what they were thinking. Like, you know what? Product development. If they got a product development team, I wonder if anybody spoke out and was like, hey, yo, what's this? Like, it doesn't work. Like, it's not going to work for, like, what are you doing? I wonder if somebody spoke out. I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. It is what it is. But yeah. I don't know. I think it looks good. Once we get a price point for it, then we'll know going forward, man. Like, tune in tonight. Say What Wednesday. You already know it's me, Jay, which is Jay Morales now. Me, Jay, Cam, Killer Cam. We got Calvin's in the building as well. And we got Usby who's going to be there tonight. Don't know if we're going to have any special guests. We'll see how that goes in the end, but we just got to kind of wait it out and see how it works. But other than that, yeah, let me know what you think about this. If you're going to get it in hand, 60 people out there, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. This is always, you know what it is, a corner. We always try to give you the best information, informative as possible, man. Yeah, I don't know. Leave a like. Definitely make sure you hit that like button. Thank you for that, Ayo Corey. There you go. Hit that like button. As always, make sure you do. Because, again, it is what it is, man. 2099, trash. Miles, incredible. Can't wait till they give us that Gwen all day, every day. Here it is. You know what it is, man. Signing out. We're gonna drop off at right there, bro. But just let me know if you're gonna get it. Anybody who's gonna get this in hand. If you are, hey, it's going to be an incredible piece. But that $20.99, yeah, nah. Anyway, Lael Rockwell, 1/6 Scale Man, for another episode of The Corner. Stay tuned tonight for Say What Wednesday. Make sure you come back. Be ready. Grab a drink. Sit back because we got a lot to talk about. Wanda, Harry Potter, Miles, and $20.99. Here we go. We out.